Hi, good afternoon everyone. Today we'll be covering a very interesting concept called as SLBM. So SLBM stands for Security Lending and Borrowing Mechanism. It is an excellent source by which you can earn extra income without actually selling your shares or transferring the ownership of your shares. Like how you earn extra income by renting out your property, similarly you can also earn extra income by renting out your shares as well. So in today's session, we'll learn how SLBM will help you unlock your hidden value in your Demat account. So today we'll discuss what is SLBM, the benefits and features of SLBM, the risk and safeguards, what are the possible risks and how are they handled. Then we'll illustrate an example of long-term investor and trader in SLBM. Why should you do SLBM with GPL? And finally, how to activate your SLBM account. So what exactly is SLBM? SLBM is a platform wherein investors can lend and borrow shares at a specified price and time. Lenders and borrow, they quote their own price and quantity, and once the trade matches, it gets executed on the exchange. The trading is very similar to how it happens in equity cash market, where you have 5 best borrowers and sellers, and when the best bid matches, the order will get executed. Now supposing to quote an example, अगर आपके पास 1000 RVNL के शेयर है और आप डिसाइड करते हो कि उनको आपको बेचना नहीं है और एक बोरोइंग अपॉर्चुनिटी है, तो यू विल लेंड योर शेयर्स टू द बोरोअर और बोरोअर आपको उसके बदले में एक फी देगा. शेयर्स आपके अकाउंट में वो सेम डे डेबिट हो जाएंगे और एक्सपायरी पे जो एंड ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होता है तो बोरोअर आपको आपके शेयर रिटर्न कर देगा. तो अगर आपने 1000 RVNL लेंड किए और बोरोअर इज कोटिंग यू 10 रुपी पर शेयर, तो आप सिंपली 10,000 रुपीज बना दोगे इजीली SLBM से. This entire SLBM mechanism is regulated by SEBI, and SEBI monitors the entire SLBM, and the trading happens through NSE and BSE website. So below I have attached a market watch of NSE website. So on this website you can easily see the SLBM quotes. जैसे ये RVNL है, so there is buyer available at 11 rupees, seller is available at 12 rupees. So during the day, SLBM market is open from 9:15 to 5 o'clock. So during the day, anytime you can go on the NSE website and you can check the quotes. So it's a very transparent system. Now coming to the benefits of SLBM. Now if you are a lender in SLBM, what benefits can be it to you? So it is an excellent source of additional income out of your idle portfolio, thereby maximizing your portfolio returns. There is no counterparty risk because all the trades are guaranteed by National Clearing Corporation, which eliminates any counterparty risk. Also, there is no capital gain tax because you are not actually selling your shares. So there is no question of transferring your shares. So you won't be charged any capital gain tax, but the gains from SLBM is taxed as income from other sources or business income, and it is applicable as per your tax slab. Now coming to the borrower, for borrower it is an excellent opportunity if he has a view that a particular share is going to go down. So if supposing a borrower thinks that shares of Reliance are going to go down, so he can borrow it from SLBM and sell it in cash market, thereby short selling Reliance. And in case if there is a mismatch in cash and future price, like supposing Reliance is quoting in cash at 1000 and in futures it's at 980, so he can borrow the shares from SLBM, sell it in cash market and buy it in FNO. Same ways to avoid the physical settlement failure, he can borrow in SLBM. Supposing a borrower and investor has a short position in intraday and the stock hits upper circuit and he is unable to buy the share back in equity, so he can borrow it in SLBM and fulfill his delivery obligation, thereby avoiding any failure or auction. Likewise, also an investor borrow to fulfill their physical delivery settlement in futures. Now coming to the features of SLBM. SLBM contracts expire on every first Tuesday of the month. So say now you are lending Reliance share today on 27th for Jan expiry. So your shares will come back on 6th Jan, which is the first Tuesday of every month. So likewise in Feb, your shares will come back on 3rd Feb, which is the first Tuesday. So the contract is standardized in a way that in whichever month you lend, your shares will be back on the first Tuesday of that particular month. SLBM tenure, the lending and borrowing contracts are available for 12 months. So you have contracts in January month, Feb, March, April, so on. But only the near month contracts are available. So volumes are highest in near month. So for right now, since December month is too close, volumes and trades are only active in January month. Once Jan comes close, Feb month will get active. Now in SLBM, the lender will be eligible for all corporate actions. So if the investor lends his share, he will be eligible for dividend, bonus, stock splits, everything. Dividend will get credited in your ledger account. In stock split, you get the revised quantity. And in case of bonus, there is a foreclosure of the contract on the ex date. Now you also have options of rollover, recall and repay. So what exactly is rollover? By rollover, you can shift your position to next month. So say supposing you have lent Reliance in month of Jan, so you can shift your position to February and earn additional income in this. Now in recall, if you lend your shares, recall is a facility for lender whose lender's share, he has an option to call his shares back before expiry. So in case if you need to sell you've already lent your Reliance share in SLBM, but after 10 days you want to sell them off. So there is an option where you can recall your shares, but it depends at that time there should be a seller available and the recall should be available at a price which is you are comfortable with. So if you've lent Reliance for 10 rupee per share and that time if there is a seller at say 5 rupees, still you will be making 5 rupee profit. But in case if the seller is at 15 rupee, then you won't be very comfortable buying it back at a higher price and paying extra fee. So it all depends upon whether there is an availability and the price for recall. Now repay option is for borrower where he can give his shares back to exchange before expiry, thereby releasing his margin which is blocked with exchange. Now SLBM is an exchange traded mechanism. It's operated on NSE, BSE and SEBI. It's regulated by SEBI and the clearing is looked after by National Clearing Corporation. In this, an individual investor can participate in SLBM only through a SEBI registered and approved intermediary like GPL. So you can't do it privately, you have to do it with SEBI registered and approved intermediary. Now coming to the risk and the safeguards. So what risk you can have in case if you lend your share? So first risk is the lock-in risk. Now supposing as I had given example, if you lend Reliance today for Jan expiry. So if you are lending today, the shares will get debited from your account today and your shares will come back on 6th Jan. So between today and 6th Jan, you won't be able to sell your Reliance shares. So you will have to wait for 6th Jan for your shares to come back and then you can sell your shares. So there is a lock-in risk in this that you can't do anything when you have lend your shares. But yeah, there is a recall option, but that depends upon the availability that time. Then the second risk is the fee fluctuation. Like say you've lent Reliance at 10 rupee. Next week the interest can go up to 20 rupee. And then if you want to recall your share, you might not want to pay extra and then recall it. So the fee keeps fluctuating. The interest fee that keeps fluctuating. And for borrower here, there will also be a risk that in case if he borrows the share of Reliance and if he sells in equity market, instead of Reliance going down, it goes up, then he'll have to buy those Reliance shares at a higher price, thereby incurring a loss. So for borrower, there is a price risk. Now what are the safeguards you as an investor you have in SLBM? So there is a guaranteed settlement. So National Clearing Corporation, they guarantee all the trades and settlements. So you need not worry about the entire process. You will get your shares back. Now exchange also takes margin from borrower. So typically exchange takes 125% value of the entire transaction from borrower. So say if someone has borrowed 100 Reliance shares and the Reliance price is 1000, so total transaction value is 1 lakh. So borrower will have to pay 1,25,000 before borrowing the shares. So this margin exchange takes to ensure that there is adequate funds from the borrower to cover any risk. Now, this entire SLBM system is very transparent, and only SEBI approved securities are allowed to list in SLBM. So, in this, mainly all FNO large caps and few mid caps stocks are allowed, and mostly all those stocks are highly liquid. And the quotes are available on NSE BSE, and you can easily go on NSE website and watch the quotes which are going during the day. Now, what are the possible risks and how are they handled? So, supposing now let's take a scenario that you lend your shares, but your borrower, he fails to pay the margin to exchange. So, the exchange will cancel the SLBM transaction. You as an investor, as a lender, you will get back your security and you will also receive the full lending fee. Now, there is a second scenario where a borrower fails to return securities on expiry date to the exchange. So in this case, what will happen is exchange will conduct a buy-in auction wherein they will procure those shares and give it to the lender. But in case for any reason if the exchange is unable to get the shares in auction, then they will go through cash closeout procedure. So what is cash closeout? Cash closeout, exchange will give you 25% value above the closing price on your reverse settlement date. So say Reliance on expiry on 6 Jan is quoting 1000 rupee per share is the closing price. So exchange will pay you 25% above. So ideally exchange will pay you 1250 per share. So you will get additional amount in this. But also one thing to note is whenever there is a cash closeout, your capital gains tax will be applicable because then it will be considered that you have sold your share. But these things doesn't really happen. We have been doing SLBM since 2 years. Always the shares come back on time. Never has it gone to auction or cash closeout. And also exchange, it's heavily regulated, and exchange will charge heavy penalties to the borrower in case if they fail. So this is a very, very rare scenario. Now what happens if as a lender you fail to deliver security? So now in GPL, this risk almost gets eliminated for you because whenever you ask us to place any lend order, we will check whether the shares are there in your demat and free balance you have in that particular script. Also, we'll check that the shares are not pledged because pledged shares are not allowed to lend in SLBM. There should be a free balance. So this risk kind of gets eliminated for you, but for some reason, if GPL broker or the client is unable to deliver their share, then exchange charges 25% penalty of the closing price. So supposing you were going to lend 100 shares of Reliance and the Reliance price is 1000 rupee. So your entire transaction value is 1 lakh. The exchange will charge you exchange charges penalty of 25,000 in this case. But as I said, this risk is eliminated because we cross-check before lending your security. Now let's understand SLBM example by illustrating a long-term investor example who participates in SLBM. So here there are two investors, Geeta and Neeta. They both have 2000 shares of RVNL and both have no intention of selling them soon. Here Geeta decides to lend her shares via SLBM, but Neeta, she is not much aware about the concept, so she doesn't participate in it. So now we'll understand how much Geeta can earn by lending her share. So Geeta lends her RVNL share for Jan expiry, which is 6 Jan expiry. She lends 2000 shares and she gets 7 rupee per share interest. So her gain is 14,000. And in SLBM, there's a flat commission of 20%. There's a flat commission of 20% and there is 18% GST of 18% on the commission amount. So after deducting all the charges, Geeta still makes a good 10,500 gain out of the entire transaction. So here Geeta earns 10,500 as lending income, which she can use to buy additional share or fulfill her monthly expense obligations. But Neeta here earns nothing and misses out on the entire opportunity. Also note that here when Geeta lends her RVNL share, between the date she lent and the expiry, if there is any corporate action, she'll be eligible for that. The interest money, which is 10,500, that will get credited in her account on T+1 day, which is tomorrow. So she can take a payout of that amount or buy for additional shares, that is up to her. And also in SLBM, the lender, there is a margin of 25% for the lender. But we at GPL, we do early pay-in of your shares, so we don't charge any margin to the lender. Now let me illustrate an example of a trader. Now Ravi, who is a trader, he expects RVNL shares to go down. So he borrows 2000 shares of RVNL to short sell. So he pays 125% margin to the exchange, and next day when he sells his RVNL, he will be releasing his 100% margin. So effectively only 25% of his margin will stay blocked. So Ravi now sells his RVNL next day in cash market at 320 rupees. After few days, when RVNL price goes down to 300, he buys those shares back. So he makes a 20 rupee gain here, and since he had lent 2000 quantity, his total gain is 40,000 minus the lending fee what he'll be paying. But also there's an important thing that here Ravi will only make money if the stock price falls. Now in this case, if RVNL goes up, he'll have to buy the RVNL at higher rate. So here borrower will ideally only make money when the stock prices fall. Otherwise he can incur a loss as well. But for lender, it is 100% gain. Now why should one do SLBM with GPL? So we GPL are registered intermediary with SEBI, and we are authorized to carry out SLBM transaction. Also there is an active opportunity tracking. We track SLBM opportunities on daily basis, and we'll intimate you if your shares are eligible to lend. You can expect a return of 0.5 to 1% per month, with the possibility of higher gains when the demand for your stocks goes up significantly. Also, the process of SLBM with GEPL is totally hassle-free. We ensure smooth and efficient delivery of execution of your orders. So on daily basis, we also share the SLBM opportunity with all the clients. So here what we do is we compile the best opportunity of the day. So this screenshot here what I have put is are the opportunities as on 25th November. So here you can see the stock name, the series for which you will be lending. This is the reversal date, which is 6 Jan. How many days are left for the expiry? Well, after 42 days you will get your shares back. What is the lending rate currently going on that time? What are your monthly returns, are your absolute returns? Annualized returns are your yearly thing. So you can see like over year returns varies a lot. Like in Ashok Leyland you are getting a return of 0.5% only. Whereas in RVNL you are getting 5-6%. So return keeps varying. There is nothing like fixed return. But these are approx, you can earn half or to 1%. And when there are extraordinary demand, like how it's in RVNL case on 25th November, you can earn much higher. So आपको SLBM GPL के साथ क्यों करना चाहिए? तो जैसे मैंने बोला, वी आर रजिस्टर्ड विद सेबी. हम लोग एवरीडे अपॉर्चुनिटीज ट्रैक करते हैं, एंड आफ्टर ट्रैकिंग द अपॉर्चुनिटी हम आपको इंटीमेट करेंगे जब आपके शेयर्स आएंगे, आपके शेयर एलिजिबल होंगे लेंड करने के लिए. SLBM में अप्रॉक्स मंथली इनकम आप एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हो 0.5 to 1% अगर आपके शेयर वो मंथ में डिमांड में होंगे तो. एंड पॉसिबिलिटी हायर रिटर्न्स के लिए भी है. जैसे आप ये चार्ट देख सकते हो, ये हम डेली बेसिस पे जो क्लाइंट्स के SLBM एक्टिव है, वी शेयर इट ऑन व्हाट्सएप विद देम. तो इसमें अगर आप देख सकते हो तो कुछ कुछ शेयर में, जैसे अशोक लेलैंड में 0.5% आपको मंथ का मिलेगा अगर आप लेंड कर रहे हो. RVNL में ऑलमोस्ट 6% मिल रहा है बिकॉज इंटरेस्ट रेट उसमें 19,000. एस्ट्रल में 2% मिल रहा है. सो द रिटर्न वेरी होता है, कुछ फिक्स रिटर्न नहीं होता है. इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन द डिमांड दैट टाइम. SLBM में लेंड करने के लिए एक मिनिमम क्राइटेरिया भी है. सो आपका ऑर्डर वैल्यू एटलीस्ट 2,500 का होना चाहिए. तो सपोजिंग अगर RVNL में 10 रुपए का इंटरेस्ट चल रहा है तो आपके पास मिनिमम एटलीस्ट 250 शेयर्स होने चाहिए लेंड करने के लिए. तो 250 into 10 वो 2,500 एटलीस्ट होगा. तो एटलीस्ट उतना आपका ऑर्डर वैल्यू होना चाहिए, बिलो विच ऑर्डर प्रोसेस नहीं होगा. नाउ बेनिफिट्स पे आने के लिए, जैसे मैंने बताया, फॉर लेंडर अगर आप लेंड कर रहे हो आपके शेयर तो आपको एडिशनल इनकम मिल सकता है. इसमें काउंटर पार्टी रिस्क नहीं होगा बिकॉज ये नेशनल क्लियरिंग कॉर्पोरेशन से सिक्योर है. और आपको कैपिटल गेन टैक्स नहीं लगते इसमें, बिकॉज आप आपके शेयर एक्चुअली सेल नहीं कर रहे हो। बट अगर इसमें आपका जो गेन है वो इनकम फ्रॉम अदर सोर्सेज या बिजनेस इनकम में कंसिडर होता है और आपके खुद के टैक्स रेट एप्लीकेबल होते हैं इसमें। अगर आप बोरो कर रहे हो तो आप बोरो कर सकते हो शॉर्ट सेल करने के लिए आपका शेयर, या फिर कोई आर्बिट्राज अपॉर्चुनिटी हो तो आप बोरो कर सकते हो। और अगर आपको डिलीवरी देनी हो कैश मार्केट में तो यू कैन बोरो एंड फुलफिल योर डिलीवरी ऑब्लिगेशन। नाउ लेट्स टॉक अबाउट फीचर्स। तो SLBM का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट फर्स्ट ट्यूसडे ऑफ एवरी मंथ को एक्सपायर होता है। तो अगर आपने जनवरी मंथ में लेंड किया आपके शेयर से रिलायंस, तो फर्स्ट ट्यूसडे जो 6 जैन है उस दिन एक्सपायर होगा और उस दिन आपके शेयर वापस आते हैं। और जिस दिन आप लेंड करते हो उस सेम डे आपके शेयर डेबिट हो जाएंगे और आपको इंटरेस्ट नेक्स्ट दिन मिल जाता है आपके लेजर में, और फिर आप पे आउट ले सकते हो। ये कॉन्ट्रैक्ट 12 महीने के होते हैं, मतलब एवरी मंथ का होता है, बट सिर्फ नियर मंथ में ही आपको एक्टिव रहता है। वॉल्यूम सिर्फ नियर मंथ में रहता है। तो राइट नाउ जनवरी मंथ में वॉल्यूम्स चल रहा है। अगर आप लेंड करते हो तो आप सब कॉर्पोरेट एक्शंस के लिए एलिजिबल होगे, जैसे डिविडेंड, बोनस, स्टॉक स्प्लिट। इसमें आपको 3 ऑप्शन भी मिलते हैं रोल ओवर करने के लिए। अगर आपने सपोजिंग रिलायंस लेंड किया है जनवरी मंथ में, तो आप वो पोजीशन को फेब में शिफ्ट कर सकते हो और आपको उसके अगेंस्ट एडिशनल इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा। रिकॉल, अगर आपने आपके शेयर को लेंड किया है और कोई रीजन से आपको वापस आपके शेयर चाहिए तो एक रिकॉल का ऑप्शन होता है जो आप आपके शेयर वापस ले सकते हो, बट प्रोवाइडेड तभी कोई सेलर होना चाहिए। और रीपे, अगर आपने बोरो किया है तो आपको रीपे ऑप्शन से एंड ऑफ एक्सपायरी का वेट नहीं करना पड़ेगा। आप एक्सचेंज को पहले या शेयर्स रीपे कर सकते हो तो आपकी मार्जिन रिलीज हो जाएगी। और SLBM में आप सिर्फ सेबी रजिस्टर्ड और अप्रूव इंटरमीडिएटरी के साथ पार्टिसिपेट कर सकते हो। प्राइवेटली ये नहीं होता, ये एक्सचेंज पे ही होता है। तो GPL के साथ आप पार्टिसिपेट कर सकते हो SLBM में। इसमें मेन रिस्क रहेगी लॉक इन की, कि अगर आपने आज लेंड की है तो जब तक आपके शेयर वापस नहीं आ जाते आप कुछ उसमें बाइंग सेलिंग नहीं कर सकते हो। और इसमें सेफगार्ड आपके लिए ये रहेगा कि एक्सचेंज बोरोअर से 125% मार्जिन लेती है, तो एक्सचेंज इनफ फंड बोरोअर से लेती है टू एंश्योर कि वो डिफॉल्ट ना हो। और पूरा सिस्टम नेशनल क्लियरिंग कॉर्पोरेशन गारंटी करता है उनका क्लियरिंग एंड सेटलमेंट। नाउ कमिंग टू रिस्क, अगर बोरोअर फेल हो जाता है मार्जिन पे करना तो आपको पूरे आपके शेयर्स वापस मिल जाएगा और आपको लेंडिंग फी भी मिल जाएगा। अगर बोरोअर सिक्योरिटी एक्सपायरी पे सिक्योरिटी नहीं दे पाता एक्सचेंज को, तो एक्सचेंज ऑक्शन कंडक्ट करता है, और अगर ऑक्शन में नहीं मिलते शेयर्स तो कैश क्लोज आउट होता है। बट ये सिनेरियो कभी हुआ नहीं है, ऑलवेज शेयर्स आ जाते हैं, बट ये एक्सचेंज ने लिस्ट किया हुआ है मेथड्स इन केस ऑफ फेलियर। और थर्ड की, अगर आप सिक्योरिटी नहीं दे पाते हो तो क्या पेनल्टी होती है, बट अगेन GPL में वी डबल चेक कि आपके शेयर्स डीमैट में है, फिर ही हम लेंड करते हैं। नाउ कमिंग टू एग्जाम्पल, इसमें 2 इन्वेस्टर है, गीता नीता, दोनों के पास 2000 शेयर RBNL है। तो इसमें गीता लेंड करती है, बट नीता डजंट नो अबाउट SLBM, तो वो नहीं लेंड करती है SLBM में। तो ईयर गीता लेंड्स फॉर 6 जैन एक्सपायरी, तो उसने 2000 शेयर RBNL लेंड किए हैं 7 रुपए इंटरेस्ट पे, तो उसका टोटल गेन हुआ 14,000 का। उसमें SLBM में फ्लैट 20% कमीशन है और 18% GST लगता है कमीशन अमाउंट पे। तो वो सब और डीमैट चार्जेस को डिडक्ट करते हैं, वो फिर भी अच्छा खासा 10,500 शी अर्न्स। तो वो 10,500 गीता यूज कर सकती है नए शेयर खरीदने के लिए भी, या उनके खुद के एक्सपेंस के लिए शी कैन यूज। और इसी सिनेरियो में नीता को कुछ नहीं मिलता है बिकॉज शी डजंट पार्टिसिपेट। और इस बीच में अगर कोई भी कॉर्पोरेट एक्शन हो तो गीता विल बी एलिजिबल फॉर दैट। अभी लेट्स इलस्ट्रेट ट्रेडर का एग्जांपल। रवि एक ट्रेडर है, ही एक्सपेक्ट्स कि RBNL के शेयर नीचे जाएंगे, तो वो बोरो कर देता है 2000 शेयर शॉर्ट सेल करने के लिए। तो आफ्टर ही बोरोज वो 320 पे बेचता है RBNL के शेयर और 300 रुपए पे वापस ले लेता है, तो उसको 20 रुपया पर शेयर का गेन होता है। तो टोटल गेन उसको 40,000 करीबन का होता है, माइनस द लेंडिंग फी जो वो पे करेगा। बट एक इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज है कि इसमें रवि को गेन तभी होगा जब RBNL की शेयर प्राइस गिरेगी। अगर कोई रीजन से RBNL की शेयर प्राइस बढ़ जाए, उसको ऊपर के भाव में RBNL खरीदना पड़ेगा और उसको वो चीज में लॉस होगा, क्योंकि उसको एक्सचेंज को तो शेयर रिटर्न करने ही है, तो जो भी आरबीएनएल की प्राइस होगी उसको उस पर खरीदना पड़ेगा। तो अगर गिरेगी स्टॉक की प्राइस तो ही विल बी एट प्रॉफिट, बट अगर इंक्रीज होगी तो ही विल इनकर लॉस। तो एसएलबीएम में लेंडर को तो हमेशा प्रॉफिट ही होता है, बिकॉज ट्रांजैक्शन एंटर करने के पहले लेंडर को बता रहता है कि उनको कितना गेन होने वाला है। बट फॉर बोरोअर इट डिपेंड्स कि आपकी स्ट्रैटेजी अगर वर्क होगी तो ही आपको गेन होगा। अभी हाउ टू एक्टिवेट एसएलबीएम। तो एसएलबीएम आप दो वे में एक्टिवेट कर सकते हो, या फिर ऑफलाइन अप्लाई कर सकते हो या फिर ऑनलाइन। तो अगर आप ऑफलाइन अप्लाई कर रहे हो तो आपको support@gpl पे एक ईमेल डालना पड़ेगा फॉर एक्टिवेशन। तो वी विल सेंड यू फॉर्म्स, देयर आर 2 फॉर्म्स टू बी फिल्ड, एसएलबीएम लेटर फ्रॉम क्लाइंट एंड न्यू एडेडम टू एग्जिस्टिंग पावर ऑफ अटर्निटी। ये 2 फॉर्म आपको फिल करने पड़ेंगे। और अगर आप ऑनलाइन से कंफर्टेबल हो तो इजीली आप सेल्फ केयर की वेबसाइट पे जा सकते हो, हम आपको स्टेप्स बता देंगे, बहुत इजी है। एंड सेम डे आपका अकाउंट बाय इवनिंग तो एक्टिवेट भी हो जाएगा एंड नेक्स्ट डे यू विल बी एबल टू ट्रेड। बट अगर आपका डीमैट जॉइंट होल्डर हो तो आप सिर्फ ऑफलाइन अप्लाई कर सकते हो, आप ऑनलाइन मेथड से अप्लाई नहीं कर सकते हो।